Hi. So this is just for Yaneli, Ivan, Giovanni, Mariana, and Valeria. This is our small group that we would usually have during silent reading. This does not make up for silent reading. You should still be silently reading every day for 30 minutes to an hour. But you guys have some extra assignments. I'm sorry. But at least we get some time. And don't forget that we have a meeting at 1 today. If you're able to make it, I'll go over that in a little bit though. So for our small group, oh, and it doesn't matter if you do this before you do the other assignments today or after. It doesn't matter. You could do either one first. Okay, so today we're going to combine and condense ideas. Our objective is that we can write sentences that describe the people and places in our community. So, what is a community? Look at all these pictures. What do you notice? A diverse community, a rural community, and an urban community. Those are all different types of communities, and you might notice some different things about each one of these. So when you're looking at this picture, I see a beach, I see a woman, I see a boy. Now you can combine all of these different sentences because those are all have a period at the end of each thought. You can combine all of those to, I see a woman and a boy on the beach. So take a look at either one of these. You could choose either 2 or 3. Okay, and I want you to describe 2 things that you notice about these pictures. And you could say, I see and and I want you to write in this text box when you can. Okay? Gigi's rolling all over the bed because she's being a silly girl. Okay. So a community can be any place where people live. It can be a town, a neighborhood, or a city. Either one of those. So in Exploring My Community by Lisa Benjamin, as the sun rises, my little city begins to wake. All around St. Augustine, Florida, restaurant and hotel workers become tourists and other visitors. So while I'm reading this out loud, I want you guys to take note of words I know and words I don't know, okay? So while I'm reading this, I want you guys to pause and then go back to this slide because this is also your assignment slide. You could go and type in this slide, oh, she said that word, it's a word I know, versus a word I don't know. For instance, maybe you didn't know St. Augustine, Florida, but you know what a restaurant is. You know what hotel workers are, but you don't have to do and, as, the, you don't need to do all of those words. So I'm going to continue to read aloud and listen for words that either you know or words that you don't know. A community is any place that people call home. Mine is on the coast of the Atlantic Ocean. If you don't know what Atlantic is, I would put it in a word that you don't know. We have beaches and wetland areas. Beaches, we know what beaches are, so maybe you would put that in a word that I know. But if you don't know what wetland is, you would put it in a word that you don't know. Today is cool for December, 18 degrees Celsius, 65 degrees Fahrenheit. I know, lucky me. So once again, if you don't know what some of those words are, put them in the words I don't know area. I am proud of St. Augustine. It is the oldest city in the United States, founded in 1565 by Pedro Menendez de Aviles. He was an explorer from Spain. Words I know, words I don't know. History is important in my community. Keeping the old buildings in good shape keeps the past alive and makes sense for business too. Once again, put in some words you know and words you don't know. Now, we can combine similar sentences into one sentence. For instance, he was an explorer. He was from Spain. He was an explorer from Spain. San Francisco is a city. San Francisco is on the coast. So for that one, I could write San Francisco is a city on the coast. As an example, you see how it combines both of these sentences into one instead of having two separate sentences. It's good to condense ideas into one nice sentence that has more information. So this is where you're going to brainstorm, okay? You're going to think about the city you live in. Now that could be Fairfield or it could be Sassoon, or if you're staying somewhere else during this time, maybe you want to write about that city or a different city that you've lived in. So this is community. And these are the boxes I want you to describe your community. Just come up with some words that you think would fit. For instance, what is in Fairfield? Well, we have the Jelly Belly factory. So that would be something that I would put in there because it is something that not everybody has. That's pretty unique just for Fairfield. But I'm going to leave these blank so that way you guys can write just 4 ideas that you have about what is in your community. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to describe the people and places in your community. And I gave you guys these boxes and this pretty long sentence frame, okay? In my community, people blank and blank. We have blank and blank. For instance, since I put Jelly Belly Factory in my brainstorming bubble, I would put we have a Jelly Belly Factory and something else that we have here in Fairfield. So that is what you need to go back to your brainstorm and then take these things that you put into these 4 boxes and try and fit them in here. If you have to make some changes and either take different words to fit since you were not thinking about the people in your city, that's fine. It doesn't matter just as long as you are creating a nice flowing sentence. And so then when you get to the last slide, you're taking this sentence frame and you are writing in your own words, right? In my community, people are blank and blank, and we have blank and blank. So those are some ideas that you would put in your little short 2 sentences, okay? So we will be meeting at 1 today, okay? Let me know here in this box if you can make it or if you can't. If you cannot make it, what other time works better for you? I'm here for you guys. I want to know how I can help you. So please let me know if you can make it or not. And otherwise, I will see you later.